Welcome back. We are on day 2 of our Imfolozi Wilderness trail and it's just been so beautiful. We've had so many sightings and we are at the end of our day now. We thought we'd use a moment to have a beautiful Pilates yoga flow just to stretch out and loosen up those tight muscles from carrying our bags. And so I have a few of our group joining us today. So on my left here we have Mark from We Get Outdoors. We have Bronwyn and we have Donna joining us, and these are our amazing group that we have been spending the last few days with. Very entertaining with a lot of fun and banter. So we are going to start standing at the end of our mat. So let's get straight into it when you are ready. Just before we begin, just if you do feel like you need to relax or can't get through a certain movement, it is okay. You guys can rest, so please feel free. Standing at the end of our mat with our feet shoulder width apart, let's take a deep inhale, lengthening that spine. Let's lift our arms up towards the sky on that exhale. Deep breath in, exhale, slowly lowering ourselves all the way down, tucking in that chin, reaching towards the floor, slight bend in that knee. Allow those arms to fall down, just letting that spine stretch out. Let's inhale. Exhale, slowly rolling yourself back up into standing position, stacking that vertebra, lifting those arms up towards the sky. Deep breath in. Exhale, tucking in that chin, then head, neck and chest all the way down towards that floor. We're going to grab our opposite elbows with our hands, slowly taking a deep breath in, allowing those hamstrings to stretch out. Let's lean towards the left hand side as we open that right side of our body. Slowly inhaling to center, exhaling towards the other side. And as we're breathing, as we're moving, getting that movement into our spine, just try and draw that chest back. We're going from left to right as we're moving, drawing that chest towards those legs. And last one, coming back to center and slowly walking our hands towards a front support position into an extended plank. If you want to just hold here, you can, activating those glutes. Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, slowly dropping that chest towards the mat and slowly coming back up. And we're going to do 3 of these. Inhaling, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, core tight. And last one, all the way down, lifting back up, walking those hands back towards your feet and slowly rolling back up. Lifting those arms up towards the sky, inhaling, exhaling. We're going to do that one more time, dropping head, neck and chest all the way down, hands on the mat, walking towards the end of the mat in that front support position, inhaling, exhaling. That's 1, inhale up, and 2, inhale up, and 3, and last one, all the way down, lifting back up and slowly walking your hands to the middle of the mat into downward dog, just pushing that head through those arms. And as we're breathing in and out, let's take that time to push those heels into the ground as we lean that sternum towards the mat. Deep breath and deep breath in, exhaling, lifting right leg up towards the sky into 3-legged downward dog. Inhaling, exhaling, tucking that right knee towards that left elbow and then lifting back up towards 3-legged downward dog, and then right knee towards right elbow and back up. We're going to do that one more time. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, up to 3-legged downward dog. Exhale, right knee to right elbow, back up. And now tucking in that knee towards that chest, leaning into pigeon, wrapping right around and opening that heart towards the sky as you allow those glutes to stretch out. Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, dropping that chest towards the floor, tucking in that chin. Now pushing up that spine towards the sky. Inhaling, exhaling, opening that chest up towards the sky. And we're going to do one more of those deep breaths. And slowly tucking in, pushing that spine up, just allowing that movement into that neck, looking up towards the sky. We're going to hold in this position, slowly leaning our weight onto our hands and leaning onto our back foot as we lift our leg back up into three-legged downward dog, dropping that leg down and coming all the way into that front support position. We're going to hold here, allow that heart rate to slowly come down as we take a deep inhale. Exhale, lifting left leg up into three-legged downward dog as you lift those glutes up towards the sky. Inhaling, exhaling, tucking in that knee. Bring that left knee to right elbow. And exhale, extend into three-legged downward dog. And left knee to left elbow. Coming back into three-legged downward dog. One more on each side. Exhale, knee to elbow. Lifting back up. And left elbow coming back up, drawing that knee towards your chest and dropping it onto the mat into pigeon pose, opening that chest towards the sky. Inhaling, exhaling, coming all the way down, allowing those glutes to stretch up, tucking in that chin as you draw your spine towards the ceiling. Deep breath in, exhale, dropping that chest down and looking up towards the sky, leaning into that pelvis and into those glutes as you do the movement. And the last one, opening that chest, looking up towards the sky, leaning into that back foot as you prepare to lift that front leg backwards behind you into that three-legged downward dog. Deep breath in, dropping that leg down and rolling yourself forward into that front support position. Again, just controlling that breath as you hold, keeping that core tight, and slowly dropping down and opening that chest into upward facing dog. Allow that body to stretch out. Deep breath in. Exhale, lifting yourself back up into downward facing dog. Rolling yourself back into front support and slowly dropping those knees down onto the mat as you lean back into rest position. Very nice, everybody. Let's keep up that good work. Let's slowly walk our arms towards the left hand side as we open that right side of your body, drawing that right shoulder all the way down into the ground. And exhale, coming back towards the center as we walk our hands towards the left hand side, pushing those left shoulders into the ground. And coming back to center. Let's bring ourselves into that all fours position. We're going to continue into our cat stretch again. So let's take a deep inhale and drawing that spine all the way up towards the sky. Inhaling, exhaling, opening that chest as you drop that spine towards the mat. Deep breath in. Exhale, tucking in as you draw that spine towards the sky. And opening that chest. And slowly coming back to center. We're going to tuck our feet in under our heels. And we're going to lift ourselves into that tabletop position with those knees hovering off the ground. We're going to hold here for 5 counts, deep breaths. And after those 5 counts, we're slowly going to rotate onto our left hand shoulder and leaning onto that right knee, we're extending that left leg out and reaching over. So that's the movement. Then slowly coming back over to center to change over to face the other way and extending. So we're going to do 2 of these on each side, rotating over, leaning onto that left shoulder and extending. And last one onto that right hand side, extending that right leg as you're reaching over. Coming back to center, we're going to hold that pose as we lean onto that left shoulder. Let's hold this pose now extending that arm overhead, lifting that ankle as high as you can, activating that core. Let's hold. Deep breaths. Inhaling, exhaling, and slowly coming over and changing over to do that same thing. Last little push, extending up and holding. Core nice and tight. You want to feel this one in that inner part of your thigh. Let's take a deep breath. Exhale, coming back over into that front support and straight up into that downward dog. Leaning into that chest and allowing those hamstrings to stretch out, releasing that tightness down the back of your legs. Let's take a deep breath in, coming all the way back into that front support, dropping that right leg, then that left leg. Making sure you have that neutral spine, drawing that activation, drawing that belly to spine. Neck is in neutral. We're going to lift right leg off the mat, parallel to the floor, and then left leg again, left arm parallel to the floor. Let's take a deep inhale, and on that exhale we're going to draw our ankles to the side and our wrists to the side. We're just going to hold in this pose for a few seconds, activating those glutes. Keep holding, keeping that core tight, trying to keep that ankle in line with those glutes. Slowly coming back into that Superman position. Now I want you to try and grab your right ankle with that left hand, keeping that neck in neutral, and you're just going to extend that toe up towards the sky. Keeping this pose, I want you to try and feel that stretch into those quads and into that back and also into those shoulders. Just holding here for 5, 4, keep holding, maintaining that stability, and exhale, extending up, inhaling, exhale, knee to elbow, and extend. We're going to do 6 of these. Exhale, knee to elbow, and extend. Activating those glutes, keeping that stability. We've got 3 more. And last one. And extending, dropping that right knee, dropping those arms, and leaning all the way back into that rest position. I want you to bring your knees a little bit wider than shoulder width apart as you lean back into that rest position, and just opening that pelvis, drawing your groin towards that floor as you allow that heart rate to slowly come back down. Really good work, everyone. Getting that activation in with that movement, with that blood flow. It's really going to be beneficial for that body. Let's come back into that all fours position, lifting yourself back up into downward facing dog, drawing that sternum towards the floor. And deep breath, exhale, coming back into that front support position, dropping left leg down, then rightly into that all fours. Let's take a deep inhale, exhale, extending left leg and right arm. Wapti seems to be losing focus there. Let's take an inhale and exhale, bringing our limbs towards the sides, aligning those ankles as much as we can. So we want to work hard on keeping that stability as we hold, looking straight down in front of you. Let's take a deep inhale and exhale, coming back into that Superman hold, getting ready for our elbow to knee crunches. Deep breath in, exhale, elbow to knee, and extend. And inhale to center, and let's keep going. That's 3. Keeping that core tight, trying not to hyperextend that back. We've got 2 more. and extend. And last one, extending that leg and arm. I want you to slowly try and grab that left ankle with that right hand, and just holding in this pose, I want you to allow those toes to go towards the sky. Deep breath, keeping that core tight, and trying to just really focus on keeping that pelvis tucked in as you allow those toes to go towards the sky. Let's take a deep inhale and slowly extending that leg and that arm and dropping both limbs towards the mat, and lifting yourself back up into that downward facing dog, pushing those heels into the ground. This is one of our later downward facing dogs, so I really want you to try and push into that stretch. I want you to rotate that tailbone up towards the sky as you allow that burning sensation down the back of your body. Deep breath, and slowly jumping your hands towards your feet. So we're jumping forward and coming into a halfway lengthen. We're going to hold this pose for a deep inhale, exhale, going into a forward fold, allowing that head to fall towards the mat. Let's inhale and exhale, rolling those hands up towards the sky as you roll that spine and stack it up, extending up towards the sky. Deep breath in, exhale, coming all the way back down into a halfway lengthen, lifting that back, extending it up, and then into that forward fold and bending those knees into a seated position. We've got the final sequence of the day, everybody. Very nice. Let's keep going. I hope you're feeling okay. Your hands are facing your glutes. We're going to lift ourselves all the way up, looking up towards the sky as we open those hips, and slowly coming back down. We're going to do 3 of these before we hold that pose. I really want you to focus on pushing those hips up towards the sky as you open that neck and that chest all the way down. And last one, we're lifting up and holding, squeezing those glutes, keeping this position. Just want you to focus on allowing the shoulders to release, and keep holding, breathing in and exhaling, and slowly rolling yourself all the way back down into seated, extending those legs out in front of you. I want you to draw your hands, palms facing each other. Let's take a deep inhale, exhale, rolling your chin, head, neck and chest all the way down towards your toes. Deep breath in to pause, exhale, coming back up into seated. We're going to do 2 more of those. Let's take a deep inhale and exhale, tucking in, reaching forward, extending, 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 flexing those ankles, pushing those knees into the ground. Inhale and exhale, rolling yourself back up. Last one, inhaling, exhaling, and Wafty's got distracted again with the camera. Extending forward, deep breath in, exhale, rolling yourself back up. Last sequence, we're going to open our arms into T-point. I want you to really focus over here on rotating that spine as you move. So you're not rotating those shoulders, you're keeping those shoulders open and square. You inhaling, and as we exhaling, rotating that spine and reaching towards that outer pinky toe, lifting back up to center, rotating back to T-point and changing over. And as you reach, I want you to focus on rotating that back arm that's behind you inwards. So we're rotating in and extending forward, coming back up, back to T-point. And last one on each side after this one, keeping those ankles flexed, coming back to center, back to T-point, and reaching. Let's hold this pose. We're going to extend as far as we can. Want to feel a burning stretch down the side of that leg, and coming back up to center, coming back into T-point. Last one, extending forward, focusing on pushing those knees into the ground, toes to the ceiling, and slowly coming back up, back into T-point, arms in front of you. Deep breath in, exhale, rounding that spine to come all, extending those arms. We're going to stay in this position. I want you to lengthen those limbs away from each other and just take a deep breath as you allow that heart rate to slowly drop down. Let's inhale and exhale, slowly rolling yourself back up into seated. Thank you for joining us on the mat today. I'm so glad that you got to experience a little bit of this beautiful creation. It's been such a blessing to be able to be out here in the wilderness, and I really look forward to spending another few days with this group of people, and I look forward to seeing you in that next video. See you soon.